it's Sam. So I recently got this in PR. This is the new Urban Decay and KRISTEN LEANNE collaboration. So I'm sure most of you know who KRISTEN LEANNE is. If you don't, I'll go ahead and show you a picture of her because I think there's one in here, or at least I hope there is. Yes, there is. So that is KRISTEN LEANNE. She also does makeup tutorials. She's really talented. She's very fun, very whimsical. Oh, she also has a hair color company, Arctic Fox. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. I absolutely love the way this was PR packaged because on this has all of the prices. It's also got all of the descriptions of the shades. I was really like super thoughtful because I was actually Googling all of the shades last night and I like text them to myself so that I could tell you guys all of the shade like descriptions. And then when I opened this morning, I was like, oh, it's right there. I didn't even need to do all that work, so cool beans. So this is the box. It's really fun. It's like basically just looks like a bunch of like lipstick has poured into a pot and it's all melted. So I love the way the box looks. It's just like really pretty, very bright and colorful like her. And then it says this is what makeup dreams are made of on the box. And then inside the packaging was really fun. It all came with like this really pretty like shiny, well, plastic pink overlay with the hearts. It just looks really pretty, so I really like the packaging. Also the boxes of the Vice lipsticks are also in that really fun kind of like holographic pink box. So really beautiful. And then this is also really pretty. Like she put a lot of detail into the packaging. I just think it's really pretty. It's very girly. It's just really fun and vibrant, very fairy-like, very whimsical. And then this stool, I've had it with this. I fall daily on this thing. So there's two eyeshadow palettes. One is my absolute favorite. It's more kind of like natural matte colors. And then this one is a little bit more colorful. I will be telling you all the prices and everything. I'm also going to be doing an actual look. Like it's kind of like a first impressions, but also a tutorial. I'm going to be using these products to create the look I'm wearing right now and also sharing my opinion as I go. There is also a highlight palette. And then there's 3 lipsticks. Where's the other one gone? I lost one already. Oh no, there it is. The lipsticks are super fun because they're all bright pink. They're so cute. So the Kaleidoscope Dream palette is $39. It features 11 vibrant shades, including a uniquely shifty yellow, which is what I have on my inner corner right now. They do come with a brush. Right here is Spitfire. That's a bright pink satin with a purple shift. Then we have Pure Gold. That is a metallic yellow gold. Then we have Tajin, I think that's how you say it, Tajin. That's an orange matte. Then we have this color here, which is Lime Time. That's a metallic neon green. This color over here is 13th Floor. That is a black matte. Then we have LCW, which is a metallic teal blue. Then we have TRM, which is a metallic deep navy blue. Whoops, sorry. Oh God, I just stuck my whole finger in it. Dang it. Okay, then we have this color right here, which is called Dye, which is a violet satin. Then we have this color right here, which is Corona. That's a metallic soft bronze with a gold shimmer. And then we have Leo and Brixton, which is right here in the middle, and it's like a split pan. The holographic green pearl shift, and then a holographic red green pearl shift. Okay guys, so there is all of the colors, and you can see there is not one color in that palette that is not pigmented. Whoops. They are all so beautiful, so pigmented, really, really creamy to apply and swatch. Like, oh my gosh. And they're so beautiful, like the colors. Let me just... Swatching in this room with this camera is literally an absolute nightmare. Can we see? There we go. So yeah, you can see all those really pretty shifts of that pink as well as that really pretty gold. And then over here, they're just so pretty. They're all so pigmented and so creamy. You cannot find a bad color. It's just a preference of what you actually like. Okay, so next we have the other eyeshadow palette. This is the Daydream eyeshadow palette. Packaging is really cute. It looks like frosting or a bunch of lipsticks, like all, you know, I don't know. It's either a cake or it's either a cake with frosting or lipsticks. This is $26. It says that this is KRISTEN's go-to for matte perfection. So this is actually my favorite of the collection. This is something that I will be wearing all the time. So that's what it looks like on the front. and then on the back it has her actual, like, what it's called. So when you open it up, it has, oops, a little mirror which says Stay Gold. It comes with a brush as well, and then it's really pretty because it looks like a little kind of like garden on the inside, which I absolutely love. The brush has 2 different brushes. Honestly, you guys, I never use the brushes that comes in these palettes, so I don't even like, I'm not really even worried about those. Okay, so here's the shades. This one is 8. That's a rich, warm brown matte, which is her favorite number, 8. So then we have Subscribe, which is a warm nude matte. Next we have 1212, which is Kristen's birthday, and it's a soft peach matte. Then we have Daydream, which is a soft nude matte, and then we have Lucy, which is an ivory matte. So those are all the shades there. Okay, so there's all the shades of that. So you can see they're all really great nude colors. There is that little pop of kind of like coral peach in there. You also have that really nice light kind of ivory color, and then you have a really nice dark color. So you can create a really natural look with this. You can create a little kind of peachy pinky look, and then you could also create a really nice smoky eye with that nice dark 8 color. So I absolutely love this palette. This would be the palette that I would reach for. This is one that I would go out and purchase myself if this wasn't said in PR. Like, this is an actual palette that I could see myself using on a daily basis because I love the shades. These are like the exact shades that I always wear, that I love, that I reach for all the time. So this palette is an absolute must-have. It's $26, so it's not super expensive, and it's really cute, and it's really, really good quality. They're all really great pigmentation, and they blend out really prettily, and just amazing colors. Like, everybody needs a good matte palette that has good transitional shades, so I absolutely love this. The next thing we have is the highlight palette, and this one retails for $34. This is called the Beauty Beam Highlight Palette, and that is what it looks like. So it's kind of just like a really cool, it's almost like a holographic. It's very interesting. This camera can't even focus on it. It's having a hard time. And then of course on the back it says what it is. And then you open it up, it has 3 shades of highlighter, and then it has a little mirror. The mirror also says Stay Gold. That must be like her catchphrase. You have a white gold pearl, a warm golden pearl, and a soft rose gold pearl. So those are the 3 shades. Honestly, this is a little darker and a little bit more golden than what I normally reach for as far as palettes go, simply because I always go for like pinky or pinky pearls or kind of like more icy tones for my highlight. I don't really ever reach for golden tones, so it's not something that I would normally ever like choose myself or reach for. But I will say this golden one right here is absolutely beautiful. These are very, very pigmented. They have a beautiful finish to them. They're super duper glowy. So those are the shades there, so you can see. And you can see like they are really gorgeous. I mean, look how they catch the light. They're intense. So they're definitely a very, very beautiful pigmented. You get a lot of color payoff with these, but you can see like that's a really dark highlight. So this is definitely geared more towards deeper skin tones. The rose gold is actually really pretty, but for some reason it didn't really do a whole lot for me. And then this color is what I'm wearing right now. I have the rose gold and the pearl gold, or the white gold. I just dropped something. I absolutely love the white gold one. I think it's beautiful. It's really, really just a very intense, very beaming golden highlight, but it's not too golden. I was nervous because it looks really dark in the palette, and I was like, oh god, this is gonna look so dark on me, but it's actually not. It's a very nice light golden color. It beams really well, it blends into the skin really well, it just like kind of like melts into the skin, so you don't look like you have powder on. It just kind of like goes in and looks very kind of like dewy and very fresh and very glowy. The rose gold for me didn't really do a whole lot. It kind of just like blended in with my skin. So honestly, for this, I would probably only ever use this shade as far as highlighter goes. I probably would try these for like a eye look. I'd use them as an eyeshadow. So for me, this palette is not something that I would go and run out and buy, simply because it's just not the colors that I would normally go for. And there's 2 colors that I honestly probably will never wear. That main color I think is really beautiful in the middle. I would definitely wear that again if I was looking more for a golden toned highlight. However, I always go for more pinky, more kind of pearl tones. I mean, it's still really pretty. It's lovely. I think the colors are beautiful. The pigmentation is beautiful. The finish is beautiful. Like, it's a really good, gorgeous, very lovely palette. If you have a darker skin tone, I think you would absolutely love this palette because I think they would show up and look beautiful on deeper skin tones. If you're a little bit more pale, then you'd probably only just be able to wear that one middle one, and that one is gorgeous. But it's a golden tone, so if you don't like golden highlighters, you probably won't like this. But if you do love those really warm, bronzy kind of golden tones and you are maybe a little deeper, I mean, you can still wear it if you're obviously lighter, but you can just probably wear that middle one. But I think this would be especially good for like darker skin tones, because I think that those bronzy kind of like that rose gold would just show up so beautiful on a darker skin tone. But like I said, that middle tone looks beautiful. It's beaming. It's really pretty. It's just a really nice, it's like a vanilla golden highlight. Then we have lipsticks. The lipsticks retail for $17, and these are her must-have matte shades. So I love the packaging of these. They are pink, and then when you open up the packaging, it says, where, come on, focus. Look, it says KRISTEN LEANNE in a heart. Isn't that so cute? And then that is the shade Bun Bun, which I believe is her nickname for her bunny, Brixton. This is the color that I am wearing. So you can see it's kind of like a brown, it's like a brown nude. It says it's a nude, but for me it's a little brown. It looks a little darker than what I normally go for as far as nudes go. It is very pretty though if you like a darker kind of browny nude. Then we have the color Cloud 9, which is like a really gorgeous, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. This is called Magenta. It's just a straight up magenta. So you can see it's just like a really bright kind of purple color. And these are all matte. They are dark. They're a lot darker than I normally like to wear. You guys know that. I'm quite a nude, kind of peachy, very, very light nude person. We have Spellbound, which is a deep plum. So you can see these are a little vampier than what I would normally wear. They're a little darker. They kind of have like a very mysterious, kind of like cooler, kind of deeper tone to them. Really beautiful colors. It's just a preference of what you like to wear. For me, they're a little too dark. I probably would never wear these shades unless I was doing like a specific look. But they're not something that I would wear on like an everyday basis. This color is the color that I feel like I can actually rock on a day-to-day basis. Still a little too dark for me, a little too brown for my preference, but it's actually a really beautiful color. The formula is really nice. Vice lipsticks are really, they're always just a really nice formula. They have good color payoff. And they are quite like comfortable to wear. They're not like super drying. I would probably mix it with my MAC Patrick Star You Better Work. To just kind of like lighten it a little bit, but I do think that it is a really pretty kind of like brown nude. And then there's two products that I don't have, but I'm just gonna, I think they're like exclusives to Ulta. Yeah, they are. They're exclusive to Ulta Beauty. And it looks like it's a little lip duo right here, and then also a liquid lip and then a shadow. So I don't have those, but those are exclusives to Ulta. The Vice Liquid Lipstick Duo is Forgive, which is a pink mauve nude, and then Forget, which is a light coral nude, and then the Vice Liquid Lipstick is Pulse, which is a cool gray, and then the eyeshadow is SGH, which is a mustard yellow matte with floating tonal pearl. I'm gonna have to say my absolute favorite is definitely this. I would say out of anything, if I was gonna purchase something, it would be this palette right here. I love it if you're kind of like more of a kind of warm, neutral, kind of like everyday eyeshadow look person, then this would definitely be the palette for you. It's $26, so it's not really expensive. Even her big palette right here is only $39, so I think they kept the price point quite decent. To be honest, I feel like there's a lot of palettes that are like, you know, in the $50 to $60 range, and it's like, oh my gosh. So this is $39. I feel like they did a good job of keeping the price point pretty, you know, pretty reasonable for like Urban Decay. Everything is really cute. Everything is really, like, the packaging is gorgeous. The colors that she chose are really gorgeous. Some of them are a little brighter than what I would normally wear, but they still are really, really pretty colors. So it's like I always say, it's just a preference. If you like something bright, then you would absolutely love this palette. And like I said, even though it's a lot brighter than what I would normally go for, like, I still absolutely love the look I created. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into the kind of like demo slash first impressions slash tutorial. I'm gonna show you the highlight, the eyeshadow, as well as the lipstick. You can see me applying them, you can see how they blend out, and you can kind of just get my thoughts of the actual like quality of the product while I'm using them. So we're gonna go ahead and go into that. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below what you're most excited about for this collection. What is the key piece that you just is like totally on your wish list that you would absolutely love to have. For me, it's absolutely the Daydream palette. I think this is beautiful. I will definitely be using this on a daily basis. Comment down below what you're lusting over out of this collection, and let's go ahead and get on to the demo. Mwah. Bye! Okay, so for my highlighter, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the glitter color in this. This is the Beauty Beam Highlight Palette. So as you can see, they're quite dark, so obviously this is going to be the color that I'm going to use. It looks darker in the actual packaging than it comes out, because I was like, oh my gosh, I think even this is going to be too dark for me. So the highlight palette is definitely a little bit more bronzy than something that I would go for normally. I usually like more of a kind of pinky highlight, or just kind of like a champagne-y pinky versus like a kind of golden. So I don't normally reach for golden highlighters very much. However, this one is actually really pretty. It's not too gold, like it's not too dark. It's actually like a really nice kind of brightness. It does like beam, really glowing nicely. And it's a really pretty golden glow. It's not too gold. It's got a nice kind of like vanilla golden to it. I'm gonna go and just like shoo my cats off. Hold on. What are you doing? Psst. Is you? Oh, you silly dog. What are you doing? Sit right here. There you go. I have a basket of makeup to donate, and she's climbed into it because it's in the sun, and she's rummaging around through the makeup. So yes, so yeah, you can see like they're definitely, I think the rose gold one I could probably pull off. Let me just do a little bit of it just to see. Yeah, it's just like a little bit of a rosy. Okay, so the first one I'm going to take is this palette. This one is the KRISTEN LEANNE Daydream eyeshadow palette. I absolutely love the packaging of this. I actually thought this was going to be a lip palette because it looks like a bunch of like lipstick all smoothed out and creamy. It's quite delightful. Could be frosting as well. And then you get a little brush inside of it, and then there's 5 colors. And this palette, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, I'm going to use this all the time. I know it. So I'm actually going to use the highlight shade from the highlighter palette just to do my brow bone. So I'm just going to take that one for my brow bone, just so that my highlight and my brow bone match. First, I think I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Daydream, and I'm just going to pop that into my crease. I love that these are all like really amazing transitional shades, because the other palette is a lot more kind of wild colors, I mean for me at least. So I was really happy when I saw this palette, because it's like an everyday matte, just kind of like neutral palette, but the colors are definitely a little warmer, which I like. Like these transitional shades are like the colors that I would always reach for. I'm noticing a lot of fallout like when I put my brush into the palette, so just be careful when you are first going to use it, because there's a lot that comes out. Then I'm going to go ahead and take Subscribe, which is a little bit deeper, still very similar tone, but just a little darker. See, do you see what I mean as far as the mess? Like when you press it, it gets kind of all over the palette, but it's not that big of a deal. Just wanted to mention it. So next, I'm going to go into the big eyeshadow palette. This is called the Kaleidoscope Dream eyeshadow palette. And there's this really gorgeous kind of orangey, and I'm going to pop that into the kind of outer half of my eye. Okay, then I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Corona, and it's like a really pretty shimmery, kind of like bronzy taupe. And I'm going to pop that right into the center of my lid. And then I'm going to wet my brush with some MAC Fix Plus. Oh my god, I can't talk. MAC Fix Plus. And I'm going to go ahead into this color, whoops, right here, which is Stay Gold, right into the inner corner. It's weird because it looks more green in the palette, but then when you put it on, it looks straight up just like yellow gold. Definitely not a color I would ever normally reach for, but it is very pretty. And when you use the MAC Fix Plus, it like really gets just super like creamy and really majorly pigmented. Wow, that's really fun. I like that a lot. I am just gonna go ahead and spray my brush, like, oh my god, spray my brush again and go back into that Corona color, because I do want to kind of like just add a little bit more kind of glow to the middle so that it's like kind of just like melting into each other, because that one was, it just wasn't picking up the pigment dry. So I highly recommend the ones that are shimmery to definitely use MAC Fix Plus if you want them to be a little bit more like pigmented. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure everything blends out nicely. That gold is so fun. Like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. Okay, so for the bottom, I'm gonna go back to that, where did it go? Oh, it's underneath. I'm gonna go back to that first palette and just kind of use those same colors that I used in my crease, just to kind of blend everything out. I'm getting so much like fallout where the eyeshadow is like dusting into my eye. So if you have sensitive eyes like I do, just keep that in mind, because a lot of the time I find that powders that are really dusty, they really bother my eyes. Like, I don't know if you can see all of that powder flying up in the air, but it's like getting in my eye, which is never fun, because then it makes my freaking eye water all day. Back into that orangey color. I just love this shade. Like, oh my god, this is so pretty. I'm gonna wet this flat brush. This is just a Sigma E58, and I'm gonna go into that gold, that Stay Gold, and I'm just gonna pop that right into the center of my lower lid. Definitely recommend using these with MAC Fix Plus for sure. If you are gonna buy this, make sure that you buy that too, if you don't have it already. I'm gonna take Brixton over here and I'm gonna pop that right into my inner corner. I just wanna pop that really nice and bright right there, so that it's just like bing. For my waterline, I'm gonna go ahead and take Torch from Urban Decay. Oh, it's Urban Decay. Ha, I didn't even blend that. It's like the exact color of that eyeshadow. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and do my normal mascara routine. So that's my Lancome Hypnose Drama and Seals Booster XL. Okay, so eyes are done. I love this gold. It is so much fun. It's not a color I would ever use normally, but I love it. So I'm just putting some chapstick on because I'm literally a desert right now on my lips. I've got 3 lip colors. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the Bun Bun, which is a pretty nude, kind of like, it's like a brownie, nudie mauve shade. First, I am gonna line, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take my Boldly Bare. My lips are literally crusting right now. It's just a horrible situation. I took a break from my acne medication for a while because I felt like I was getting immune to it. And then I went to use it again, and like, even though it doesn't go on my lips, obviously, it like seeps into my lips and it ripped them apart. Like, my lips are just like scabbed. It's horrible. So you guys know this is definitely a lot darker than what I would normally wear. It's much more brown. Yeah, it's kind of like a mauvey brown. I don't know if I love it on me, but I do think it's a really pretty color. I will wear it for this video. Oh good, I have a zit right there too. Fun. It does make your teeth look white though, so that's nice. There's the look I created. That gold is so pretty. Hopefully you guys can see how beautiful it is on camera. It's so metallic and really vibrant. It's like a neon yellow. It kind of reminds me of like a canary yellow, like just a really bright bird. It's really, really beautiful. It makes the eyes look super blue with that warm kind of terracotta color, the orangey shade. I love Corona. I love Tajin right here, or however you say it. Stay Gold. I love that. Brixton and Leo are both really beautiful. They're just a really cool kind of like tone. The other shades I probably will never wear because I don't really like blue very much, and I really don't wear a whole lot of purple. Even this pink is a little bit more of a pinky purple for me. It's nice to have the black though. These four that I would say, I would absolutely wear those because I love the way this look turned out. I'm glad that she has both. She has some for the bright people, and then she has a palette also for the neutral people too. So I appreciate that, and I also appreciate the fact that she did include that neutral palette that has all the mattes. That way you do have transitional shades. That's my opinion. I hope that you guys found it helpful. I hope you guys like the look I created. I really am happy with this look. This gold I will absolutely wear more often. It's like I said, it's not something I would ever normally reach for, but now that it's on my eye, I'm like, oh, I like that yellow gold. That is fun. Okay guys, so there you go. I hope you guys found that helpful. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely give me a thumbs up if you did find this helpful and you enjoyed this look. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I think this is gonna be going up today. Yeah, it is. So happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Mwah. Everything will be linked down below. Bye.